when you get into it, when you get into one of these castles, you're cooked. You're spending like millions and millions and millions of dollars trying to like turn it into something that is workable. And there are a lot of boundaries and guidelines that you can't actually break because it's like historic landmarks as well.
Welcome to another.
This is inside an $80 million futuristic mega mansion. Stop fucking throwing up your hands. I need to eat, man. My food is here and I'm fucking hungry, okay? Shut the fuck up.
So this week we're in Table Rock Lake here in Branson, Southwest Missouri, and about to tour this incredible glass mega mansion.
Bro, imagine fucking living in Missouri, like in this thing. It looks like, first of all, it doesn't even look like a house. It looks like a building for businesses. It looks like commerce is happening here.
Right behind me, also known as the Evergreen Crystal Palace. Now, this property is incredible. I've never seen anything like this ever in my life before. We got a really good episode ahead of us. Let's get started. All right, everyone, here we are at
Looks like a future Bass Pro Shop. Looks like a former Bass Pro Shop. It looks like the Pyramid.
the motor court. A little bit of information about this property. This home was built by Robert Plaster, completed around 1993. Property is insane. It's situated on a 350-acre lakefront lot, and house itself has 11 bedrooms, approximately 28,000 square feet of interior space, gets incredible views, and check this out. Property is also for sale for $80 million, and huge thanks.
Bro, if you buy a property for $80 million in Missouri, what the fuck are you doing? You have to be doing it for a cult, right? Like, why would anybody buy an office building out in the middle of nowhere in fucking Missouri? Like, this makes no goddamn sense.
To the listing agent, Ken Coleman, for getting us in here, allowing us to tour this one-of-a-kind property.
Yeah, some of y'all may have seen this on YouTube. It is in fact not abandoned.
It's not abandoned. In fact, there are a ton of security cameras around. We had to go through a couple of gates to get here, but property is insane. Huge thanks to Ken, and we will leave the property link down in the description. Now let's.
It's pretty funny to start the property tour by being like, guys, contrary to popular opinion, this property is not abandoned. Yeah. A really good and really cool selling point of this property is that it is not abandoned, okay? Despite what it may look like, it is not abandoned. Please. Please stop saying that.
Let's get on with our tour. From the street level, we have the gate opening up the long private driveway that brings you right here where we have the motor court. It's super spacious up here. You can probably park about 40 to 50 cars if you need to. We can get a quick look at the house from here. You can actually see the top, third and fourth level from this point. And from the lakeside, you can see all 4 levels. It's insane. It's all clad with glass, and we have the covered motor court, kind of a carport here. Mikey, let's pan up to the ceiling for a second.
Lots of these like pyramids, triangles. On the other side of the lot, there is one of these just sticking out of the grass. I assume that's a skylight, right?
Oh no, that one?
Yeah.
I think that one is the security quarters.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a ton of these glass skylights that are kind of dome designed that serves as a roof. And this covered entry takes you up here. Keep in mind, this was designed to be a commercial space, kind of a live-in workspace for Robert Plaster and his colleagues, I believe. And inside is...
What the fuck? Who's Robert Plaster, bro? Let me tell you something. The Southern oilman, but like, more importantly, a Southern oilman with remarkably bad taste. It is so funny to me to be like, oh, dude, I love business so much. I love commerce so much. I want to live in a fucking ugly ass fucking business plaza that definitely looks like it was designed in 1993 that you would see in like, you would see in fucking California and like Los Angeles somewhere. Okay. But I want to live there. I love Commerce so much. I want to live in a Commerce area.
Really unique and interesting. We have mirrored columns throughout, and these glass doors open up to a kind of a third floor landing here where you can kind of overlook to the amazing views. This is incredible. It's all glass. It was completed around 1993. Believe it or not, some of the rooms haven't been even slept in, and they kind of kept it the way it is with the custom furniture. So it feels like we're back in 1990s.
Yeah, it is like a time warp in here.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, Mikey, let's start from this wing on the third floor where we have the guest suites. Let's go check out a couple of them. Marble throughout on the floors, on the walls. Each one of the bedrooms are themed. This one has a peacock theme. And going in, we got carpet floors, these massive internal...
Wait. Bro, no, the design literally is mall. Like, look at the rooms. Bro. What the fuck? That's nuts. Why would you want to live there? Wait, this looks good. This style is back in. No, the room looks good, but that part is so shitty.
One that has a peacock theme, and going in, we got carpet floors, these massive internal windows that looks at the crazy atrium that we have over the entry. We're gonna check that out. Amazing, amazing views of the Table Rock Lake, which all the rooms in this house gets. King size bed and a separation here for the vanity, and around the corner, of course, we have a toilet set up.
This is Trump Tower, bro.
Can you imagine this in 1990s?
I don't have to. I can see it in the 1990s right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mikey is not
insane.
liking it,
now,
dude.
let's take this walkway, Mikey. Go check out a couple more rooms here. These glass walls are facing the front of the home, and here's another one of...
It's pretty funny because, like, I feel like Mikey can't even hide it. He's like, yeah, this is shit.
These dome designs that we saw on the exterior that looks down to the second floor. I'm kind of speechless. This is so unique.
You know what this whole house reminds me of?
What?
You remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger we watched, Total Recall?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. The whole thing is like the style, the design, and like it feels like something that would be like on another planet.
I've never seen anything like this in my life before. It's not even that we haven't toured. I've never seen. I mean, look at this thing. It's kind of futuristic, but like left it from 1990s. They all have patios opening up to this amazing lake view. This lake is awesome.
Bro, I can smell this house, bro. Like when I see bedding like that, there's like a very distinct smell that immediately comes to mind. You know? And dust.
And around the corner, this one also has a full bathroom. I forgot what theme this bedroom was. Let's see. This is a Chinatown.
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 Okay.
This one is Ram, third bedroom. Let's go inside real quick.
We got a little ram at the door.
That's right. I'll hold the door for you. Another super spacious bedroom, king size bed, seating area. I love these oak wood paneling. They kind of look timeless to a degree with the brass inlay. And I was talking to the realtor. He's like, brass is coming in style again. So, you know, before you know it, this is going to be really cool again.
Also, LA staging. They like to put something like this around there. They have those goats they always put in houses.
Well, I guess since this has a Ram theme.
Yeah. All right.
Around the corner, let's go into this one, Mikey. These glass block walk-in showers, they used to be really cool, like really hip in 1990s and 2000s. Top setup. Every single bedroom has evergreen branded towels from 1990s.
I wonder if we can take any of those home with us.
I want a souvenir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of those.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So, like, what is the ideal? Let's step out of the bathroom. But what is the ideal person to buy this? Because it seems, I don't want to say dated, but like it is 90s furniture, like decorations.
It's out there.
It's an $80 million mall in Missouri, and somehow it's like far from everywhere, even for fucking Missouri. This is not a home, okay? This is maybe if you have a cult, like an incredibly specific, just for an incredibly specific cult leader with a lot of money, I guess.
It's unique, it's different.
I mean, how much money would it take to get this thing up to modern standards?
So here's my vision on this. First off, it's a really good question. Second off, I would kind of leave it the way it is. And what I mean by that is I wouldn't come in here and do a radical remodel. I would more so come in here and refresh things. What I mean by that is I will change the carpet floors. I would stain the wood panels differently, right? I will change some of the fixtures and handles, and I will just modernize it. But I think the way it is, it kind of works. It's kind of Art Deco almost.
Yeah, and it in a weird way reminds me of Dan Bilzerian's house that we toured a few weeks ago. It's the same size kind of.
I would prefer this over that. I think this is more timeless and different.
Yeah, and you got the lake right here.
Without a doubt. Look at this. And you have all that lake frontage, and this home actually has a boat dock as well, so you get lake access. And Mikey, you can't beat the privacy you get here, you know?
Also, who knows what's happening in Dan Bilzerian's house? Like,
yeah, that's right. All right, last.
Yeah, exactly. The privacy. Guys, do you want to have a hospital? Do you want to have a rural-looking hospital in the middle of nowhere, overlooking a lake? Like, this looks like you would buy this to make it into like a celebrity rehab center where they basically kidnap celebrities and like fucking brainwash them or some shit. You know what I mean? Like nothing. This house is only giving incredibly fucked vibes. Okay. Like we've made fun of like the celebrity cloning shit before, but this house looks like they actually do the celebrity cloning here.
Bedroom on this level, well, last bedroom on this wing, this is the most spacious one, has its own private balcony that looks to the views. It's all glass, so you enjoy these views. It's such a peaceful and calm day here at the lake, and we're actually gonna take our jet board in the bed, go enjoy it. This is awesome.
I can't wait because it is getting pretty hot in Missouri.
Yeah, and we'll enjoy that lake.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the hallway and go to the other side, Mikey. And while we were doing that, I want to mention a couple more things about the property. One of the most impressive parts about this home is the amount of land you get and how private it is. It literally feels like we're in a rainforest. It's old trees, everything's
yeah, because it's
super
Missouri.
green, so peaceful, so private. And I can actually see this home working as a corporate retreat for a company where a business can buy this, kind of bring it up to their standards and have their employees and management team come work out of here, enjoy the space, enjoy the lake. There are so many applications. By the way, the amount of marble in this place is mind-boggling. I almost feel like they brought an entire quarry here just to be able to collab this place with marble columns. Mikey, let's show this atrium real quick. This is insane. This feels like a Four Seasons entry.
I mean, this is bigger than like the mall in the town I grew up in. Like this, you know, it's like, it feels like one of those massive spaces.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's huge. Let me just do a quick pan from top to bottom to show everybody, even though we probably...
I can't get over the mentality that caused a Southern oilman to build a shitty 90s New Jersey mall in the middle of nowhere, Missouri. Like, why would you make this? Why would you want to live here? Why would you literally go, oh man, like people are saying tax write-off, but what you're failing to recognize is I understand why someone would build shitty properties or whatever the fuck, or very expensive properties as a tax shelter, you know what I mean? As a way to like offset your taxes, you have too much money, yada, yada, yada. Okay? I don't understand the decision behind it being a fucking mall. What happened in this man's life that he was like, out of all the different kinds of like, you know, out of all the different kinds of architecture I could have engaged with, I wanted it to look like a mall.
Probably already got B-roll of it. So
this is incredible. I mean, it opens up to the patio space on the lower level. Views are unbelievable. And lastly, we have an office around the corner and an overlook spot where you just sit down and look at the lake. And let's see, we got a couple more bedrooms here, but I just want to quickly check out this one so people can see the view from this angle of the property as well. Another good sized room. Again, they all kind of have their own zone, full bathrooms, and another great view of the lake.
yeah, it's really nice.
All right, everyone, that's it for the third floor. Now let's go downstairs, check out the second floor.
It does look like it needs to have a Sbarro's in it, for sure.
All right, everyone, second floor. Marble staircase brings you down. And this is where we have the entertainment space for this home. Color here is so unique and different.
It is, and it is just like a time warp from the 90s. I have to turn around and show people what's behind me.
The color scheme is not unique and different. It's ugly.
The control panels.
These control panels, these TVs. This is
oh fuck.
This is really cool.
It's so unique, so different. And honestly, I would be freaking out if I saw this in 1990s. I would think that this would be so futuristic back then.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. All right, couple dining tables, another couch setup, marble fireplace. By the way, we have a door that opens up to an outdoor space where we have more outdoor lounging areas, and the pool. Pool is currently not filled. They're working on that, but I'm sure once it's filled up, it's awesome.
Yeah.
They're working on it.
More.
Bitch, working on it since when? 1993? Dude, I'm telling you, this is some real Epstein shit. Not abandoned. Please stop saying it's abandoned. Guys, it's not abandoned. Guys, the best thing about this property is how not abandoned it is, okay? That's my favorite thing about this property. Okay, go on, Mikey. Say your favorite thing about this property now. Come on, let's all go around the room and say our favorite thing about the property. I'll start. It's not abandoned, and how not abandoned it is my favorite. It certainly doesn't have the vibes of like, you know, having it be a Jeffrey Epstein island at home in the comfort of your Missouri backyard. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like a Southern oilman and you heard all those like, you know, elite homosexual Democrats having pedophile affairs on Lolita Express, and you're like, why can't I do that in fucking Branson? Okay, well, now you can, right? It's so cool. The funniest part about it is that it has the capacity to be beautiful. Okay, what do I mean by this? It's sitting on a massive amount of land, okay? It's like right on the hill on top of a fucking lake. And like they could have gone with any other design and it would have been possibly beautiful. You know what I mean? It's still weird to have such an expensive fucking house in general. But it is so insane to decide on this design over any fucking design. Yeah, it's way too big. Like, when people build houses like this, I always wonder, like, what was the reason why you made this? It was built in 1993. Like, why did you build a house with, like, 25 fucking rooms? You know what I mean? Like, when are you hosting 25 people? Like, when will you ever, like, my house has 5 bedrooms. Well, technically 4. Okay. Oh, it's only 11 rooms? Even then, only 11. Like, what are we saying? I have 4 bedrooms, and they're almost always being used, okay? But there's never been a moment in my life where I was like, man, I really wish I had 11 bedrooms. Or there's never been a moment in my life where I was like, man, I sure wish I had 7 bedrooms or 6 bedrooms. You know what I mean? He probably would rent them out like an Airbnb. No, I don't think an oil billionaire from Missouri is doing Airbnb schemes. And if someone was going to do that, why the fuck would they do that? Who is Airbnb-ing a, you know, cult lake mall in 1993 where they're like, oh, I can't wait to live in this fucking area? Like, it's not, like, I don't think Missouri has, like, that big of an issue with the real estate market. You know what I mean? I feel like there's probably rooms and houses that you can get that are significantly closer to, you know, wherever your job is in Missouri.
entertainment area is here. Mikey, stay on this side. I'm going to the other side. This is where we have the bar. Never mind. I actually want to show you a detail here.
I was about to say, it's hard to see from here.
He died in 2008 and the family cannot sell it because no one wants to buy it. Yeah. This house is insane. Like, this literally is an evangelical fuck house, okay? I realized, actually, at first I said, doesn't your guest house have 3 rooms, a total of 7? My guest house? Like, you made up that I have a second house on my house? That's what... What? Bro thinks you're Ethan Klein, Lamau. Maybe. Where does the security guard live? I mean, he lives in probably a security guard house. There's no way these guys fraternize with the help like that. Yeah, this was probably made for annual office getaways to party. I think I realized that I think maybe it's for really big families, like weird, like having like 11 children, evangelical families, that type of shit, maybe like a Mormon. But I feel like this is something you sell to just like a televangelist family. You know what I mean? The Duggars, 16 kids, each need their own room. Yeah. I don't know, man. If I had that money, I'd help people fix up their shitty homes. I don't know, better use of the money. Yes, chatter. Everything is a better use of money than this house.
You know what? We have to talk about this. I almost want to take this detail back home. So this is where they have the bar, opens up to the entertainment space. Look how cool and timeless this KitchenAid dishwasher looks.
That's funny. I showed these to Jason. I remember in my childhood home, we had this exact same dishwasher. Close it, the handle, and open it. Feel how satisfying it is.
Oh my God. It's ceramic glass. Look how good it looks after 20 years of just sitting empty.
I'm sure it works perfectly still, too.
Honestly, I can totally see this on a remodel of a $6 million Silver Lake home.
Do the handle one more time for the people.
He's right about that. He's right about that. It's pretty funny that this very much not abandoned home has a lot of like appliances that haven't been used for 20 years and like they are now back in fashion. Not even 20. 30 years. It's been 30 years, guys. We're saying 20 years, but technically it's been fucking 30. I don't know why we kept saying 20. I just realized it's 2023.
So satisfying.
I want to take this home.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Mikey, let's go back to the kind of a hallway behind the staircase that takes us to the other.
This took $6 million to build in 1990s, $14 million adjusted for inflation. I love the audacity of trying to sell it for $80 million, by the way. Like, I'm sorry, man. If you're fucking making, if you're trying to sell this kind of ridiculous fucking property, you can't try to adjust it to market rates, okay? It's nuts. It's nuts. You can't do that. Like, what are we doing? What the fuck is going on? They're like, oh, I don't know. The market rates demand it. It's like, no, this house is a maximum $5 million house, okay? Maximum. I do not give a fuck what you're trying to do with it. Maximum. Maximum. I mean, like, that's when you're being really, really fucking kind, okay? That's when you're desperately trying to fucking close it. Because you really need a fuck compound for your cult. This isn't even as nice as an office anymore. You know what this looks like? This looks like a shitty concept. Like, you know how in New York there's a lot of these, because of work from home, communism, There are a lot of like empty commercial real estate properties now, and everyone's like losing their minds over it. And someone was like, let's reconvert these into like livable residential real estate. And like, that's what it looks like. It looks like he did this in the 90s. Okay. This was like a big building for commerce where commerce used to thrive. And then everybody started working from home because gay communism was implemented. And now they're stuck. They're converting it to a residential home. Except it's in fucking Branson, and it's like super far from everything else. So no one would go there.
Wing on the second floor.
The Yoshinoya
we had a
is so OP. I literally have to poop already.
chance to spend
That's nuts.
3
I
days
just
here in
got done
Branson,
eating it, and I have to go to bed.
And it's such a different town. I honestly didn't know all these things, but it's kind of an entertainment space, kind of an entertainment city right in the middle of the country. And if you guys ever had a chance, please make sure to visit. It's so cool. It's so different.
It's a weird town, and it has this kind of thriving little art community, a lot of theaters, and a lot of,
Upside down homes.
Where are we again?
a lot of upside down home like structures. I don't know how to say.
It's interesting, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Gun range. Now, I don't know how many people can say that they have a gun range in their home, but if you own this place, you can definitely say that.
Yeah, that's definitely a unique feature, and I'm really curious how they soundproof this door so it's not just like a echo chamber out in that big atrium.
So actually, I was told that this also serves as a safe room for the home. The whole thing is cased in concrete. Not only you can shoot guns here, but you can close this steel door and utilize this space as a safe room.
Yeah. Also, before you leave, take a look at the floor.
The evergreen logos everywhere. They're in etched glass, towels. I love it. You got some gun posters here. Ton of character.
You should get some of those for the office. Get some.
No. We're good. All right, let's go back to the hallway. We have the lower level on our left-hand side, elevator access right here, marble walls. Mikey, we're gonna go to this side first, but you gotta come with me right now. Look at this bar. This looks like just like Four Seasons bar from 1980s, 1990s, you know, mirrored, and
This is wild.
so different.
It definitely is. We have never seen anything quite like this, and the chandeliers in this space and the green marble and the reflections. Yeah, it's this is very much like the Hearst estate, the Godfather house. We
Kind of has that vibe, yeah.
like that nightclub in the basement.
That's true. Touch. There you
by
go.
Hugh Hefner.
That's right. So cool, Mikey. Let's go backwards because I want to cover the entertainment space. So that same hallway brings you right here. I mean, talking about custom furniture, look at these chairs. These chairs look super modern still to this day. It's so different.
Sit in one. Let's see what it looks like.
All right. Super comfortable.
Super
modern
comfortable?
stuff is never comfortable. This one definitely is. Let's see. We got another couch facing the views there, all open. Can you point up to the chandelier above? It's like a hotel lobby here.
Yeah.
By the way, we're gonna see this a lot. Sculptures everywhere, details. It's certainly a custom home. We have the seating area here, complemented with this fireplace that's double-sided, clad with marble. Looks gorgeous. And normally I would take you this way, Mikey, but let's go to the other side. I want to show this detail. I just recognized this. Remember that dome roof detail that we saw on the third floor above us? It brings natural light to this level, and it reflects through these mirrors and kind of lights up the space.
Yeah, it looks crazy on camera. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but it looks cool.
It looks cool, right? All right, continuing to the other side of the fireplace that we just saw, we have the formal dining room area. Very grand. Another gorgeous chandelier, mirrored ceiling detail with a brass trim around it. Look at this table. Each one of these legs are slabs with a brass plate underneath these glass countertops.
Looks really cool. That glass is pretty thick too.
This has got to be like a $50,000 easy dining room setup.
I wonder if any of the furniture in this house is like appreciated over time, because it had to be very expensive when it came out, you know?
Has to, without a doubt. All right, two more kind of sections on this side. By the way, we're skipping a couple of the small rooms, bathrooms and all that. This is where we have the kitchen. Of course, it's original to its time, but it has some couple quirky features, starting with this one. We have seen these ladders, if I can move them.
It's a little stiff.
in the libraries, but in a kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, they got some high cabinets here. I know that Innes and I live together. I get kind of annoyed that you put the paper towels on the top shelf. I can't quite reach them.
I hear you.
Yeah. Maybe we should get a ladder. Yeah.
Maybe.
Why is there a fucking ladder in the kitchen? I feel like there is literally, okay, there's a gun range in the house. That's kind of sick. For the record, that is.
It's interesting.
I do like
they have
that.
a gun range in their home, but if you own this place, you can definitely say that.
Yeah, that's definitely a unique feature, and I'm really curious how they soundproof this door so it's not just like a echo chamber out in that big atrium.
So actually, I was told that this also serves as a safe room for the home. The whole thing.
It's literally the least safe room in the house, though. This is where you bring. I mean, this actually makes a lot of sense now. Okay, this is where you bring the people that you're gonna murder, like when you're, you know, when Jebediah is not doing his duties and has actually had eyes for his cousin, even though his cousin is supposed to be your concubine. You take Jebediah down here and you put one in the back of his head. It's not like there's any cops around.
The thing is cased in concrete. Not only you can shoot guns here, but you can close this steel door and utilize this space as a safe room.
Yeah. Also, before you leave, take a look at the floor.
The evergreen logos everywhere. They're in etched glass, towels. I love it. You got some gun posters here. Ton of character.
You should get some of those for the office. Get some.
No. We're good.
He's Turkish. He's not a gun guy.
All right, let's go back to the hallway. We have the lower level on our left-hand side, elevator access right here, marble walls. Mikey, we're gonna go to this side first, but you gotta come.
I know there was one in the Hollywood Hills, but I don't think it was actually legal to land there, right?
$110 million Santa Barbara Ranch.
Oh, that actually didn't have an H on it though. It didn't feel like a real helipad.
This one feels like the real deal.
This is a helipad.
The whole thing is cased in concrete. And below us is actually the 8,000 square foot.
Okay, why? What's up with the red? What's going on? It looks like people have definitely been murdered on the helipad. It literally looks like they bring the helicopter down just to chop people's heads off with it. You know what I mean? Not abandoned though. I'm telling you, brick dust, homie. Man, let me fucking make jokes, please. Without you coming in here and being like, actually, and that's brick dust. My hair is so bad today. Fuck. You once said that every rich person wants to live in a hotel, and that 100% holds true with this house. Yeah, but the reason why rich people want to live in hotels, partially. Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, I said that specifically because they want to live in like hotel-looking houses, and but this is a ugly ass, old ass hotel. Also. It's not just that, but like they want to live in a hotel with like butlers and shit. You know what I mean? There's no service here. The upkeep is so crazy. Like this has to be a tax dodge or something. There is no reason to charge $80 million for this. Like it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like. When there's a 3-minute ad break at the top of the hour, I charge you guys $5, right? Like that's Twitch has decided. It's $5 to subscribe. That's a reasonable fee to avoid a 3-minute ad break. Whereas $80 million for this house, unreasonable fee. You can also get gifted a sub. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Yes, I'm getting lazy.
Real deal.
This is a helipad.
The whole thing is cased in concrete, and below us is actually the 8,000 square foot, 20-car garage, which is incredible. And right around the corner, we actually have mate's quarters.
I told you why you made this house, but you ignored my message. Wait, what? When he was a little kid, he always wanted to go to the mall, but had no money to take the bus to the mall, so all the other kids would make fun of him. He took all their anger and decided to spend his life exploiting workers so he could make money to build his own mall. Wait, what? You made that up. Why are people like this? People love being like, hey man, I got the actual lore here, and then I get excited to hear it, and it's like you just made it up.
Opening up to this space, so let's say you land your helicopter here, your pilots can stay at the mace quarters, close to their helicopter. This is incredible, and that's it for the second floor of this home. Let's go downstairs again, check out the first floor now.
There's a time capsule? Okay, we need to learn about that.
All right, everyone, first floor. Now, there are a couple cool details on this
It's all
level.
good, Satan.
Starting with this one right in front of me. Look at these views. This atrium is crazy. You can see all 4 levels. That massive triangle sky dome roof right above us, bringing a ton of natural light. We got a piano set up right here. This would be a great entertainment space.
Like, that's what I'm like. This is a mall. You don't do this in a house. You do this in a mall, like where you hire a pianist to come in and like play live music at the mall. I haven't. What is happening here? Why are they doing that?
And there are actually a couple things I want to show here. Mikey, why don't you follow my lead? We're going to take this steps real quick, because if we go to the lower level here, there's a kind of a plaque I want to show right here, dedicated to Robert Plaster. This
is what Hasan's haters think his house looks like, lol. I mean, it's true. Why is he meat riding this mid-ass 40-year-old no abandoned motel? He's meat riding so hard. Well, Ennis does this. Like, he was a real estate guy, and now he just like makes content around real estate, and he knows all these other realtors. So like, he wants to make sure that he keeps decent relationships with them. Like, this is what he did. He like literally was a real estate agent. So he's basically doing PR for them. And it's great because we get to see the inside of some of the fucking worst things on the planet. This is the American equivalent of European castles. Yeah, from what I understand, I've actually talked to some French people, because in France they have a lot of chateaus. And I've talked to them about this specific thing, and I was always like, why are chateaus so cheap? Like, why are actual castles so cheap? And it turns out the fucking upkeep is insane. Like, that's why. It is expensive as fuck to renovate, and the upkeep is like unimaginable. Like, when you get into it, when you get into one of these castles, you're cooked. You're spending like millions and millions and millions of dollars trying to like turn it into something that is workable. And there are a lot of boundaries and guidelines that you can't actually break, because it's like historic landmarks as well. Drafty, poorly built and haunted, basic castle standards. Yeah. So there's like a shit ton of restrictions on what you can even do to begin with. The heating in the winter is crazy expensive, so most of them aren't isolated properly. Yeah. There's a castle of my family's name in Scotland. We stayed there for a week when we traveled. Super cheap to stay, but spoke with a distant relative who works on upkeep, and the cost was actually insane. Friend of mine owns a castle. It's such a funny thing to say. And they have to literally run 3 businesses off of them just for the upkeep, and you can't do technological innovations in many parts of them, so that keeps the upkeeps even higher. Yeah. The reason why I have thought that this was strange is because, like, if you've ever looked it up, it is quite literally, it's like a castle, right? You would not expect a castle to go for the prices that it goes for. Like, you can get a gigantic castle for like less than $2 million. Okay? There are some for like a couple $100,000, and you're like, what? Like a castle? That makes no fucking sense. Right? It seems just an easy 2 mil. Chatter We are living in American capitalist dystopia real estate marketplace prices, okay? $2 million in America cannot get you a fucking castle, okay? Or it's not supposed to, unless there's a major catch. $2 million in Los Angeles is like a fucking apartment.
This is his evergreen corporate facility founded in 1989.
That's actually the year I was born.
Well, dedicated to you then?
Wait, oh, so it is a corporate facility.
I wonder when it was finished. Oh, September 3rd. Okay. It's not
So
my
I wanted to show that this door opens up to the 20-car garage. That's about 8,000 square feet. We also have elevator access here. Now, before we leave this level, there are two more quirky details. I thought this was the coolest thing about this home. Mikey, let's start here. There you go. Ready for this? Time capsule.
This is really intriguing. So, let me see if I can get it.
Yeah, it's intriguing because you know there's some fucking bones in there, okay? A big prank from this guy is like, yeah, when I was he's like, when I actually had a twin, and then I ate my twin in the fucking womb and became one more powerful billionaire. And then that twin haunted me for the rest of my life. So then I went to a magician, and I captured the essence and the soul of my twin, and I hid it inside of this bottle, and we put the bottle in the time capsule. And when you break this open in 2042, it will haunt everyone in the family.
To be opened September 3rd,
He locked up Apple stock he bought in 92.
2042.
I got to know what's in there.
I know Mikey doesn't do well with mystery. He wants to know it today.
I'm very patient, but I'm also extremely impatient at the same time.
You got a weird balance over there, Mikey.
Yeah.
September 3rd, 2092.
So
now somebody has to really wait for that.
double time capsule.
Wait,
Dennis,
why?
We'll probably both be dead by the time that's
Probably.
open.
Somehow, by the time we're getting old, if they figure out like the way to freeze the bodies, and I would like to stay alive just to see what that is.
We'll be 101 years old.
Who knows? I had a lot of organic foods in my earlier days, so maybe that might help me get there.
Not on the road trip across this country, that's for sure.
All right, patio level on the first floor where you can overlook the lake. I mean, this is without a doubt a one-of-a-kind property. I've never seen anything like this before, especially from this side. It's all glass, 350 acres of privacy, lake views, boat dock. I'm out of words. What is this? This is so cool.
It's so cool. And I don't think we talked enough or touched on the boat dock. So there's another road that goes down there. And right now they have a couple boats, like a pontoon boat, a few jet skis. It's really cool. I would spend a lot of time out on the water.
Without a doubt. I mean, if you live in a place like this, in fact, listing agent told us that there's a celebrity here that always shows up during summer. His name is, I said there's a celebrity. He's Brad Pitt.
He's an icon.
He's an icon. And Brad Pitt likes to water ski here. So who knows, maybe when we are down there, we get to see him.
What the fuck? I've always wanted to live in an office park off the 101 in Calabasas. Yeah, except that is Calabasas. This is Branson, okay? It like kind of makes sense that it would be in... It's not abandoned, guys. Can we please stop saying... Can we please stop saying this house is abandoned? It's very clearly not abandoned, okay? They made that very clear. As a matter of fact, it's Ennis's favorite thing about the house is how not abandoned it is, okay?
Anyway, say hi.
Yeah,
Stop.
Brad Pitt
goes there.
is a Missouri native, I'm pretty sure. Also, before we move on, I want to ask you something. So we have all this brush down below us. Could you put like a you know, like a car path or like a
Well, some sort of like a
funicular, like a funicular is like one of those trolley systems that takes you down there.
I'm sure you can do it. This property sits on such stable soils with the rock underneath it that I'm pretty sure you can literally do anything you want. You can extend a deck out here. I mean, opportunities are endless.
Yeah.
And that's it for the first floor of this home. Now let's go back inside, go all the way to the top floor, check out the offices and the primary bedroom.
Bro, if I was a homeless person in Missouri, I would 100% squat here in this definitely not abandoned place, okay? It's certainly not abandoned. Okay, there's cameras everywhere. It's super not abandoned.
All right, everyone. Here we are at the 4th floor off of the lift.
There is 0% chance that he got into an elevator in an abandoned home that was abandoned in 1993. That is the bravest thing this man has done. NS is literally braver than the Marines, okay? Ain't no fucking way I'm getting in a home elevator, okay? Those things break all the time. Ain't no fucking way I'm getting in a home elevator in a home that was built in 1993. Ain't no way I'm getting in a fucking home elevator. To be fair, this is not a home elevator. This literally looks like a regular-ass corporation elevator. This looks like a corporate-ass elevator. In an abandoned house, nonetheless. He probably didn't actually take the elevator. He probably just opened the doors.
Landing. We have the elevator behind us, and I want to take you guys this way first. This door opens up to the primary bedroom suite side of the home, and I say side because we go through this door. This is where we have the first room, where we have a king-size bed looking towards the amazing views, but this is a Murphy bed where you can tuck it up, hide it to the wall, and have the wood paneling on the
Why?
back.
There are 11 rooms in the house. Like, why do you need... Just go to one of the other 11 rooms. What the fuck?
Have this room as your entertainment room or your living room for your primary bedroom. Piano setup. And it's not a bad room to have because look at these elevated views.
They're really nice.
Not great.
And,
not a great guy.
I forgot to check when we walked in here. Is
Right,
this room, is it still going with the theme? Is this like the swan room?
I don't know if this one has a theme. Wait a second. That's a good point. I don't see a name.
No, there's some swans everywhere, but yeah, we'll call it the swan room.
Call that. All right, moving on. Let's go through this.
Like, yeah, Murphy beds are for studio apartment struggle bus Andes, not for 11 bedroom mega mansion for $80 fucking million in Branson.
This hallway here, we have the first bathroom. Mike, you gotta show this. I think you're right. It is a swan room.
Yeah.
Come here. Look at this swan etched glass details.
Oh God, it's so ugly.
Tub looking towards the views, bidet, toilet, you know, the whole 9 yards. And going across, we got a closet. Look at the brass detailing and the reveals on these closets. 1993. This was a big deal with the marble baseboard detail.
I wonder how the machining of these products and resources has changed in the last 30 years, you know?
Now, like, you can literally get these for like 40, 50 bucks if you wanted to, like, get that
at like,
fake cabinet
at like Michael's, you know?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, secondary closet, dual vanities here, more closet space, another full bathroom. I gotta talk about this. This one's actually a little bit more spacious. Look at the evergreen branding on these towels. Old marble, brass details.
Look at that toilet. Looks like an aircraft carrier.
Yeah, it looks like a spaceship.
Yeah, I got to get a zoom on that thing.
It is crazy. They have a telephone right above the top.
Of course, that is a staple. Okay, telephone above the tub or telephone next to the is a staple in the fucking 90s like rich guy lifestyle. I love that. I do love that. That's fucking sick. That's 90s luxury, baby. Shit was fire back then. Making so many puts. Just phone calls to my stock guy, you know? Doing big business in the bathtub.
This is kind of like cell phones weren't really popular yet, you know?
Business never stops, Mikey. Never stops. All right. This door opens up to the real primary bedroom suite. I say real because, Mikey, let's turn around. You have this elevated bed section here, which looks crazy. Without a doubt, that's a custom bed. Look at the size of this bed. I just realized.
Is it a
It's
circle?
massive.
Circle?
It kind of like has a round edges. This is custom. Chandelier above.
That's so dumb. Because, like, if you do a custom bed, then you have to have custom bedding. Like, you literally have to get, like, all of your bedding custom made. There's a reason why they have sizing limitations. You need a custom mattress, and you need custom bedding. It just like doesn't make any sense.
Look at all these TVs and security cameras and everything here. Super cool. You get a small fridge.
They got a DVD player? Is this pre-DVD?
Pre-DVD, I would say.
Wow.
And we have a seating area here.
Yeah, it's 1993.
Four-sided. We've never seen this as well. Four-sided gas fireplace. Piano on the back. Opens up to patio space just for the primary bedroom suite. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is awesome.
All right, Mikey, I'm gonna take you back from this side. We have a staircase access. By the way, security cameras literally everywhere throughout the property. Now let's...
Yeah, that's kind of sus, dog. Like, I feel like this is like a Jeffrey Epstein style house where like you bring all the billionaires together and then when they're doing like pedophilia, you just film them for blackmail. Like that's what it feels like to me.
Let's take this walkway, and while we are doing that, look at all these sculptures and pieces of art that the owner has. And let's go back through these glass doors back to the landing. By the way, Mikey, can you show everybody the way the first floor looks from here? This drop, where you can kind of look down on everybody else in your property and to the lake views.
Pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome indeed. All right. I mentioned it earlier at the beginning of the video. This place is kind of like a corporate retreat office / live-in work space, and look at this office.
This room is just also stuck in time. In a sit down, look at that computer, that monitor right here. And actually click the keys. Tell me it's not more satisfying than computers today.
My first computer was IBM. Wow.
It's just mechanical, man. That's it. They still have those. Like, the monitor is so tiny. Look at that. It's actually a really nice keyboard. Yeah, I had a keyboard like that. It's buckling spring better than mechanical. Those are buckling spring Alps. Oh shit, my bad. What's the difference? I believe this is also an old IBM computer. The chance of this thing being an M-type IBM keyboard is quite high. Those are to this day hailed as being the holy grail of mechanical keyboards.
Wow. My Mac does not feel like that.
Type subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel.
Very nice.
Look at the built-ins. By the way, you guys should subscribe to the channel. I mean, we would appreciate it, at least if you would consider it. That'd be nice. And go into the other side, second office. You know how sleek these built-ins would have looked? These are old glass panels. This is so chic for 1990s, and it's still...
Buckling spring is the feeling mechanical keyboards try to replicate now. I don't get it. Why don't they just make it buckling spring then? Why is it too expensive? Is that why? Or mechanical keyboards you can swap out? Is that the reason? It's a lost art. Optical is faster. The technology was lost sometime in the 2000s. Yeah, no, it wasn't. What the fuck? Yeah, dude. The technology was lost. They just, you know, they burned, like the Library of Alexandria style, burned it into the ground.
Still, honestly, it looks great.
Yeah, I'd take an office like this. That's for sure.
Without a doubt, we would be happy to work here in another office. Look at that printer, telephone setup. I didn't even know you can merge these together.
That printer looks a little newer. You got to have that telephone for the fax machine, but you know,
I'm not.
The last guy who knew how to make one died in 2002, dude. Google it. What the fuck are you guys saying, bro? What is happening? Why are people saying this? It was in World Trade Center on 9/11. Technology lost forever. Yeah, it was on. It was actually in Tower 7. It was in Tower 7. That also happened to be the CIA facility as well. That's what I heard. So now we'll never know. And guess what? The other side, the only other place where they were storing the backup info was in the new wing of the Pentagon. Yeah. You know what happened to the Pentagon, you know?
Not about that facts life, so I don't.
I'm a few months older than you, so I know these things.
You know these. You got these edges.
Yeah.
All right. Get ready to see. I think the coolest office we've ever toured on this channel starts here. I'm gonna go to this route real quick. We got a powder room here, small gym slash where you get your hair cut, because again, this is your kind of compound. This is where your zone is, and going out.
Dude, this is literally the stonks meme. Like, oh, you want to get your haircut at the stonks area?
Check this out. More built-ins, and this is where the main desk is. This is where I would assume Robert Plaster was sitting down, closing some deals, bringing his colleagues to this property where they talk business.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this guy, I don't think they ever lived here. Like, I don't think they ever lived here. I don't think they ever used this as a corporate retreat. I feel like they built it for like some weird tax reasons. I don't know. It was like a very specific one-off Missouri tax code situation. And then they never stepped foot inside of it. No shot.
Yeah, this is quite an office.
Without a doubt. Look at the skylight above us with the unique lighting. Opens up to a patio space, which we're going to check out in a bit. And incredible, incredible views. I think this wing, without a doubt, gets the best views of the entire lake, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's such a warm day. I just want to go jump at that lake. I think we will after this.
Yeah, it is quite inviting. Seating area, another dual-sided fireplace, and we got a additional kind of a, I guess, desk setup, table where you can kind of conduct some meetings.
Yeah, really cool.
Awesome. Let's go check out the balcony for the office.
It was a concept mansion.
Honestly,
I believe that.
Balcony was a good call for an office like this because,
like, they probably thought people would want to, like, there was probably some fucking weird idea at the time that he thought like people would want to live where they work, like work from home style. But like it kind of misses the point because you wouldn't want to live in your place of business. You would want to work from your home, but you wouldn't want to make your home your place of business in the way that like this is like, instead of work from home, this is home from work. Home for work.
eventually being in a closed space, you want to get some fresh air. You want to take some phone calls, right? And this is where you do that. Let's go out. I'll hold the
People are spreading misinformation about keyboards. I did not realize that there was this level of enthusiasm in this community for, like, every now and then there is always like I'll bring up like some random shit, okay? And I'll find out that like there are extremely specific nerds that love whatever fucking random thing I'm talking about and know everything about it. I didn't realize mechanical keyboards was another one of those things.
The door for you, Mikey.
Thank you.
And this balcony gets some incredible views. I mean, look at the hillside, Mikey, kind of around the lake. It feels like we're in a rainforest.
Yeah, I've never been to Missouri before. Even though I'm from Texas, it's not that far, but like, I never expected Missouri to be so green and, you know, lush.
It's so lush, hardly any homes, super peaceful, super private. We have the lake views on this side. And also, a couple more things I want to mention about the property. This home is currently owned by Robert Plaster's, his family's foundation, and they're actually donating this home to 5 different colleges, meaning they're actually trying to sell the home, and with the proceeds that they're going to get, they're going to donate it to 5 different universities to give scholarships, which is amazing. And I'm really kind of honored to be part of this journey where we're helping them get a little bit.
Bro, they're like billionaires. Why don't they just do it anyway? Nah, no shot. You know that fucking scholarship is for athletes too. It is 100%. It's like probably like a fucking athletic scholarship for fucking Missouri. Like, I'm imagining that this dude was 100% like a big football freak, you know, college football freak. He has a stadium. It's scholarships for mechanical keyboard engineers. Chat, get in on it now.
More exposure, get out there. This property is incredible. Kind of tell the story, but I thought it was a unique detail and kind of a story attached to this home.
It's an admirable thing to do with the money. And you said this was 80 million?
They're asking $80 million.
80 million. That's a lot of college tuition right there.
Without a doubt, that will change.
Yeah, I'll give you $1. Okay, there you go. I'll give you $1 fucking dollar for this place.
A lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
And last,
Harvard, Yale, Penn U, Brown, and MIT probably for the rich kids, of course. Fuck no. Brother, let me tell you something. There ain't no fucking way a Missouri oil billionaire is offering scholarships to gay-ass Harvard and Yale, okay? He is definitely fucking offering scholarships to Missouri universities, specifically ones with like, you know, that he's probably played a role in building the football program at. You have a $10 million house and only $1 for this? Even as a joke, this is kind of problematic, just saying. You're right, it is.
I mean, let's cover the lake one more time. It's so peaceful, so tranquil up here. These views are amazing. The fact that a lake this size exists in the middle of the country and these are the views we get from this property, it's just awesome. After touring this amazing property, we also had a chance to go down to the lake level and enjoy the beautiful scenery. It's almost hard to believe an estate.
Fun fact about Ennis is that he's like, he was an Olympic windsurfer. Like an Olympic athlete. Yeah.
Of this caliber can exist in such a setting. I mean, talking about one of a kind here, this is it. I also had a chance to jetboard around the lake to enjoy the scenery up close in person. Mikey also had a chance to take a spin on the board as well. We've been told that Brad Pitt loves water skiing out here. So Brad, if you're watching this video, next time give us a call so we can bring a few extra jetboards and we're sure you'll love it. After my visit, all I can say is I'm a big fan of Table Rock Lake and its culture here in Branson, Southwest Missouri, and definitely looking forward to my next trip here. Alright everyone.
The music is good because like the music works perfectly with how scary. What are these? Are the NS Plus ones like his extra ones? Ultra modern mansion with a swimming moat. Wait, are they eating lahmacun? What the fuck? That's lahmacun.
Located in the southwest and bordered by the Taurus Mountains, Antalya